Hi, it's Miss Ashley and Tinsley. Today we're going to show you how to do 2 French braids. Okay, so today we're going to be doing 2 French braids for our hairstyle. We are going to be starting with the middle part, so right on top of the head, right over the nose. We're going to go straight back and right back into the middle of the neck. Then after you get that nice straight part, I like to use a rat tail comb and I just go through the hair and then split it apart, nice and easy. Then you're gonna section them off. I'm gonna start on the right side and we're gonna show you how to do a French braid. Okay, so now to prep the hair before we do the braid, I like to do it with wet or damp hair. So right out of the shower or get a spray bottle and spray through. Then before I braid, I also like to spray some sort of spray gel in the hair. Probably a little bit more than that for competition, but we're gonna just do a little for this tutorial. So then I like to brush the spray gel all the way through the hair, get it nice and incorporated, and this will help once we do the braid to help all the hair stay in and have not as many flyaways. So when we start this hairstyle, we're gonna actually start from the corner up by the part. So we're going to make a triangle part, kind of right over the crook of their eye. We're gonna come right up and start with a triangle. So we're gonna part it off, brush it nice, and then we're gonna split this into 3 sections. Okay, so we're doing a regular French braid, so we're going to be putting our stitches over and in between. So I always start with 1 stitch before I start adding a little bit of hair. Then after I've done 1 stitch, I'll go ahead and take some of this hair on this side, a little section, add it to it, and then we'll go on to the other side on the next stitch, take a little hair, add it to the braid, pull it nice and tight, add it in, and then get that one ready. Nice small section, add the hair, then we'll go to this section, add that little section of hair, and tight. And then you'll repeat this all the way down.
Hey, Tinsley's dad here. So sorry to pause the video, but I've edited the whole thing and I still can't really tell what the heck she's doing when she pulls that hair over with the comb. If you're like me and you have absolutely no idea how to do a French braid, check out the link that I put in. It wasn't until I watched it until I could kind of see what was actually going on. All right, back to the video.
Okay, so again, we're gonna put that piece of hair in the middle. We're gonna take a small section of hair, we add it into the middle, pull it tight, and then start on your next stitch. You're gonna add another section, pull it tight, and then continue with the next stitch. Remember, it goes up and over. That will get us our nice French braid. And then we're gonna go from the middle, and then we're gonna stay in between this part and their ear, all the way down. So we're gonna be going at a diagonal angle to the middle so that it drops straight back from their neck. If you notice a part starting to bubble, you can always go back and kind of pull the hair through to make it nice and tight. These can be kind of tricky if you're not used to doing French braids, but with practice and teaching your fingers how to do it, you'll get it. See how I'm staying in between the ear and the part? So I'm coming right down the middle. I'm not getting too close to the ear or the part. We're staying right down the middle. Okay, now as we get down to the neck, it can be kind of tricky. Sometimes it gets really loose at the neck, so you just have to practice and see what works best. I usually have to take about half of the bottom chunk on my last stitch and really pull it nice and tight, and then add the last little part into that other next stitch. And then I like to actually comb through the braid, or comb through the rest of the hair before I finish this braid, so that it's a little bit smoother. Nice and tight, and then you just finish all the way to the ends of their hair with a nice 3-strand easy, super easy braid. Then you go as far as you can down, and then I like to get just a clear mini elastic, or if you have ones that match their hair, that's fine. I wouldn't do color, but clear always works. And then there you go. The braid starts at the top. Nice little stitches. You don't want to take too big of chunks because then it will be a totally different look. Start from the corner, braid, and then come all the way down to the bottom, and then go straight back. All right, and then you do the same thing on the other side. Another trick I do have, if you are having troubles with having too much hair, this isn't actually too bad, but if you have too much of a bubble right there, you can always get a mini bobby pin, which, let's see, we have some right here. And I'll just show you what I would do. Just kind of grab and then go ahead and pull it up and put it down through the braid. And then that will just pull that up a little bit higher. All right, and then now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so some of the tips that I'd like to share with you just real quick before we're done is to make sure that you have a uniform braid on both sides. You can always look at where the first braid that you did, where your parts are, and as long as you try to keep them the same, then you should have the same look of braid on both sides. And again, remember, try to take littler pieces instead of big chunks so that we all have a similar braid at the competitions. And then if you have flyaways in the front, a good thing to do is when you first start is to really gel those up, get them nice and wet so that you can pull them into the braid. But if you even have smaller ones that don't, you can always spray them and kind of just lay them flat on the sides. And there you go. These are 2 French braids for hip hop.